I love movies. Do you know what else I love? Root beer. Join me as we watch some movies, review some movies, while drinking a cold, tasty root beer. This is Movies and Root Beer. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Movies and Root Beer. I'm with my sister Lola again. If you remember her from our Halloween episode. Mm-hmm. And today we're going to discuss the movie Home Alone.
We're gonna miss the plane!
In their rush to the airport, the McAllisters overlooked one minor detail.
Kevin! Ah!
Now, his parents are in a panic.
Somebody pick up. Pick up!
Two burglars are in trouble.
We noticed your ring there. Hands up!
And Kevin is in heaven. Home Alone.
Yes!
Rated PG. Starts Friday, November 16th at theaters everywhere.
Okay, so first we're going to start with our root beers, but this is just a different soda. We have Jones Cane Sugar Soda. Sounds sugary. Green Apple Soda. Lola doesn't seem too excited. Ow. Ah, my finger. Alright, let's get these open.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to open it, but we'll see. Yeah, I can't.
You see that? There we go.
I'm scared to try it. Ugh. Can we try it?
Yeah. Clink. Clink. Mmm.
That's not very good.
You don't like?
Mm-mm.
Let me see.
Yeah, it's like a 2 out of 10.
Yeah. Not the best. Still drinkable though. Alright.
Your teeth are already turning green.
Are they?
I think. I thought I saw it. Maybe it was just a weird glare.
Alright. Well, who paid for this? Our parents, because we're broke. Let's get into it. So this is Home Alone. An 8-year-old troublemaker, Kevin, mistakenly left home alone, must defend his home against a pair of burglars on Christmas Eve. The Wet Bandits. It was released on November 16th, 1990. Neither of us were alive by that time. Not yet.
Mm-mm.
I believe I was like negative 13 years old, right? Sounds about right.
I don't think that's right.
There were 5 directors. 5 of this movie. 5 of Home Alone. 5.
That's insane.
That is insane. Mainly Chris Columbus, the director, not the explorer. And then 4 other ones. Raja Gosnell, who's most notably known for the Smurfs movies, and a lot of live-action dog movies like Scooby-Doo, Beverly Hills Chihuahuas, and the Show Dogs movie came out like 5 years ago. Rod Daniel, who's known for Teen Wolf and the Beethoven movies, another dog movie. Peter Hewitt, who's known for Garfield, and Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. And then there's Dan Mazer, who's known for Dirty Grandpa. That's something we should watch, actually. Robert De Niro, Zac Efron.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Okay.
Budget versus box office. It was $18 million budget, and it made $476.7 million total.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. Can you do the math? That's like
I don't even know.
100. That's like 400,000 something, or 400% estimated. Yeah, 400% around there.
Oh my god.
The cast: Macaulay Culkin. Pretty sure I spelled his name wrong. Because that's a hard name to spell, Macaulay. He's Kevin. Joe Pesci, who is Harry. Daniel Stern, Marv. Catherine O'Hara. What's her name?
Kate.
Kate, that's her name?
Mm-hmm.
The mom. John Hurd, who's the dad. And then John Candy. Just want to add him because he's cool.
Okay.
Yeah. The original poster was like him with his mouth over his face and screaming. And then there'd be the two burglars like over his shoulders through windows.
Mm.
Do you remember that poster?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Movies it got released with. I want to note this first. It was one of the highest grossing movies of 1990. The third one. Second or third. First was Ghost. Then it was some other movie. Then Home Alone. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Highest grossing movie of November 1990, though. But released with the movie Misery, where is that like murderous nurse caregiver with a mallet. Rocky 5. Have you seen that one?
Is that the one where he's like old and he comes back to fight?
No, it's 6. 5 is when he trains someone else. His name's Tommy. Ends up going rogue on him. He has to beat him up.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Predator 2 and Child's Play 2. You seen Child's Play 2? You ever seen Child's Play 1?
No. Not the whole thing.
The horror fan has never seen
I know.
Child's Play?
I know.
Huh?
I know I gotta.
Alright. Well, let's go through, the plot. So first, I noted in the opening scene, Kevin has got a pretty toxic family. Him and all the members, like, collectively. So what I would like to see is a family therapist watch that scene and, like, dissect it. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
For what scene?
The opening scene where they're getting ready.
Yeah.
Because they're all, like, insulting each other and giving each other attitude.
True.
Yeah. And then we see Harry, one of the burglars, the shorter one, the smarter one. Joe Pesci. He disguised himself as a cop to, know if they're going anywhere and what their systems are, so they know how to get in. That's a genius idea.
That is. It wouldn't work today.
No, there's like ring doorbells and stuff, so now I can't rob houses anymore. Kevin's passport gets thrown away during the pizza
I
fiasco
didn't
scene.
realize
You
that
didn't
until
realize
watching this
Yeah?
again. Yeah.
I noticed that, I think like 2 times ago, so more recent for me too. But then everything like starts coming together so that we can't, like, the family can't tell that Kevin's gone. Like, that one kid gets miscounted as Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
The power goes out, not power, the phones go out, so they can't contact him when they realize he's gone. The passport thing, and there was one more thing.
About what?
Why, like, they didn't notice he was gone.
Well, he was upstairs.
Yeah, he was upstairs too, so no one could really wake him up. I also noticed that they had 45 minutes to get to the airport and onto the plane, so the McAllisters must live pretty close to the airport.
Yeah.
Or maybe it just didn't take so long to get through an airport back then.
I guess not.
Maybe. So when Kevin discovers that he's home alone and he's by himself, he has fun doing stuff he's mainly not supposed to do or he's never allowed to do, like making that ice cream sundae that I really want. He runs around the house and like blasts music. He jumps on his parents' bed. And he watches movies he's not supposed to. Just does all of that. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I also found out as we were watching that the movie he's watching isn't real. It's not a real movie.
The angels with.
Filthy Souls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not a real movie.
Oh.
Which kind of sucks.
Oh.
Because if it was, I would 100% watch that. Right? Wouldn't you? You wouldn't. I would totally watch it. Just
I know
'cause
you would.
It's in Home Alone. So it's gotta be good enough to watch outside of it. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
So the mom finds out that Kevin's going, and I wrote down, mother intuition is a very powerful thing.
Yeah, I wrote that down too.
Okay, let's talk about Kevin's sled scene.
Oh my god, it's one of my favorite parts.
It's mine too, but there's some things that don't make sense. So, picture this. There's a staircase, right? And it goes straight into a wall. And then to the left of that wall is the door.
Yeah.
And he positions his sled to the left and not the right so that he can go at an angle. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm thinking it with a physics mindset.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, it's just, the staircase goes straight into a wall. This is the only thing about Home Alone that bothers me. That sled scene. Other than that, perfect movie. But it's that sled scene. But then after that, he goes through Buzz's room, where the shelf collapses. Remember?
Yeah.
And it was to find Buzz's money, his life savings, which was a total of $5. About. Life savings.
Yeah.
About $5. It was to buy a toothbrush. Just going through this right now. And he asks about the American Dental Association when he gets the toothbrush. Weirdo. And then Kevin runs into the Wet Bandits after and leads them to the church. Smartest idea a kid could ever have.
I just wrote that he's like so clever. And,
yeah. Even though everyone treats him like he's an idiot, he's pretty smart. Which is also kind of weird. He doesn't know how to pack a suitcase, but he could do all this.
That's so weird.
I just noticed that right now as we're talking about it. Kevin carries a bunch of groceries later, and they all collapse. And noticing the weight of all that, no way 8-year-old child could carry that. Unless they were empty, which they were. Because if you watch it, you can hear it. You can hear all the empty plastic hit the ground. I'm assuming because they didn't want to make a huge mess.
Have you seen the meme of him doing that? Like, it became a meme.
No.
It became a meme.
But what's the meme? Just him dropping it?
Yeah.
Can you name an example?
Or, like, school, or like going to school in between like Thanksgiving and Christmas break. Like, that's how it feels.
Oh.
Stuff like that.
Yeah. And shortly after that, Kevin scares the bandits away with the movie and the firecrackers. Another very smart idea. Also very well timed. He watched that movie once, and he managed to time the firecrackers
I know.
with the startup time of that whatever fizzy rope thing with the bullets of the Tommy gun of the fake movie. And it was just running at the same time. He's a super smart kid. Or he just got super lucky. I'm gonna go with smart.
He's got some good aim too.
Yeah. Oh, with the BB gun?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially with the soldiers.
Mm-hmm. I said dude's got sick aim.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So then Kevin and the bandits become aware of what's happening when Kevin's putting the tree up. And then he sees Harry in the ornament that he puts. And then he sees Harry in the window. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Okay. So then they become aware of each other's existence and their situation. And then we see that Kevin has been putting the house together for Christmas the whole time in a span of less than 2 days. Very productive kid. Because phones weren't invented yet. At least cell phones. Or video games. So, not really much he could do. But still, a very productive child. And then Kevin meets Old Man Marley at the church later. What?
when he walks outside and says, "I'm not afraid anymore."
Oh.
That's a good part too.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Okay. Theory coming up, okay? Do you know what it is? I'm about to tell.
I do not.
Okay, so in the convenience store. Old Man Marley slaps his hand on the desk.
Oh,
remember
okay,
that?
yes.
And then we see some wraps around his hand, and there's blood stains on it. Remember that?
Yes.
Right? And then, after their talk at the church, we see that same hand again. Yeah, but it's got a Band-Aid on it. And I think that symbolizes healing.
It's not a theory. It's like
What do you call that then?
symbolism.
I have a theory of symbolism.
It's not a theory.
What are you talking about?
It's
But like that's like maybe they just like, oh, he must be better by now, so let's just give him a Band-Aid instead of the bandages. You know what I mean? Like it might not be an actual thing that they tried to do. Like I theorize that maybe it is.
Okay.
Do you know what I
Yes,
mean?
yes.
Like maybe they didn't do it on purpose, probably, or they did, and no one pointed it out until now. Up top. Boom. And then Kevin sets up at home for the burglars, and he eats his mac and cheese at
No,
9
he
o'clock.
doesn't.
At 9 o'clock.
He doesn't eat
He
it.
attempts to eat his mac and cheese at 9 o'clock. 9. I mean, I get that he wanted to, set up the house first, but 9 o'clock's pretty late. Also, did he eat it at the end? Like, good.
He could have. I don't think he did though.
I would like to see a deleted scene where one of the burglars came across the mac and cheese and then took a few bites.
That would be funny.
That'd be hilarious. And then there would, like, be a trap in there somehow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, broken up toothpicks or something in the mac and cheese.
Oh, God.
You couldn't take too many notes during the robbery scene because we were too busy laughing. It's just so funny, we couldn't really take notes.
Yeah.
But our dad pointed this out when we were watching. Apparently, there's a fake head for Joe Pesci when he gets his hair lit on fire. None of us could see it though.
Yeah.
Not even our dad.
I can
So
tell.
I have a feeling I know where it is. I just couldn't tell. Which is like when there's it's like, here's how it works. So there's like a shot of the stomach up, peering out the door, and his hair's on fire, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we get close up of his hair on fire.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's fake head shot. Maybe. If someone could point it out for us, that would be great. And then we could go back and watch it and be like, oh, the commenter, blah, 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 was correct. And then, mystery solved.
Yeah.
The spider. I researched the spider. It is called a Costa Rican zebra tarantula. Right?
Yeah.
And they put it on Marv's face and did it in one take. Mainly because A, it was so good, and B, it probably would have been dangerous to do a second one. And then,
That's a great part.
yeah. And then, the burglars get beat up by the old man Marley with the shovel. And then Kevin gets taken home, they get arrested, and then the parents come home, and the siblings. Family comes home. And then we found out, we found out earlier, but I noted it at the end. Kevin was home alone for 2 days. 2 days. Because Wednesday and Thursday is when they were gone, because they came home on Friday.
Excuse you.
me. It's soda. Okay. So that was Home Alone. Very good movie. But
Did you see that Marv has like no common sense whatsoever?
no.
He doesn't.
Actually,
Actually?
for those of you who haven't, I should probably make a post about Marco real soon, actually, because we noticed yesterday. Well, actually, let me get some background context. Our brother, Marco, decided to get a buzz cut because his friends did as well. Also known as peer pressure.
No.
So-
No.
I'm kidding.
No.
I'm kidding. So he gets the buzz cut, right? And then I feel like he looks like someone, specifically a movie character. I just couldn't quite pin it until we watched this movie. I was like, oh, he looks like Harry from Home Alone. Because they got similar head shapes and they both got the buzz cut. So I was like, oh yeah, that's him. So I gotta make a post now comparing the two and how they look similar now. Right? Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Let's get to our favorite part. What's your favorite
Oh,
part?
I have so many.
There's so many. I wrote down 4. Because they're all great.
I got 6.
Okay. Well, first is that I'm not afraid anymore.
I got that.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's so
I
funny.
have the shelf scene
Me
where he
too.
falls down. Third is when Kevin almost gets run over.
Yep, I got that too.
And then the fourth is the robbery scene. The-
Yeah, me too. I got
whole-
that. The entire
yeah.
segment, yeah.
What are the 2 other ones?
When
you
he
have?
sleds down the stairs. And then when he runs all around the house when he's first home.
Yeah, that's a good part too.
Yeah.
Least favorite part?
I didn't have any.
None.
Because it's a great
Whatsoever.
movie.
Doesn't need to have one. And then our Oscar performance.
I put 3.
3 of them.
Yeah.
I put Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern. The
I
robbers.
put Marv, Daniel Stern. Kevin's mom, I think, did a good job too.
Actually, yeah, you're right. I would have put John Candy, but that was just a cameo, so it doesn't really count.
I want to say Kevin, but I feel like it's kind of obvious.
Just because he's a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did really well though,
Yeah.
especially for a 10-year,
8.
9-year-old, something around there. Razzie, worst performance. I didn't really find one.
Me neither.
Cool cars. What Bandits van?
I put the little Nero's car, question mark.
The pizza delivery
Yeah.
car. I thought mine was weird. You
That's-
put the pizza
That's why I
delivery
put
car.
like a question mark, because I like there's not many cars in the movie.
Yeah. All right, fun foods. I put 2 things. 1, Kevin's mac and cheese, because it's mac and cheese. You can never go wrong.
And I'm
With mac and
assuming,
cheese.
and I'm assuming the second one is his ice cream monstrosity.
Of course it is,
Yeah.
because it's ice cream. Mac and cheese and ice cream.
Yeah.
The best foods ever, sort of. Yeah. Favorite song? I have 3.
Oh, when he's preparing all of the house.
Like that build-up song?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's great.
I have 3. I have the classic, Somewhere in My Memory.
Oh,
Run
yeah.
Run Rudolph, which is when they're in the airport. And then 3 is White Christmas, when Kevin prepares for the day. Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Critic's opinion. Not ours. An actual critic. Roger Ebert of the Chicago Sun-Times gave the film a 2.5 out of a 4-star rating and 2 thumbs down. Yeesh. He compared the elaborate booby traps in the film to Rube Goldberg machines, writing, "They're the kind of traps that any 8-year-old could devise." If he had a budget of tens of thousands of dollars and the assistance of a crew of movie special effects people. And criticized the plot as so implausible that it makes it hard for him to really care about the plight of the kid, Kevin. However, he praised Culkin's performance, as did we.
Mhm.
Okay. So, while we were watching the film, our dad went on the internet and researched some stuff for us so we didn't have to. So, Home Alone facts, or it's on the internet, so it must be true. Filming took place between February and May 1990 on location across Illinois. Boom. Home Alone premiered in Chicago on November 10th. So we got a preview, not us, but Chicago, and was theatrically released in the United States on November 16th. The second highest grossing movie film of 1990, behind Ghost. So we're going to go with second highest grossing film of 1990. Academy Award nominations for Best Original Score for John Williams and Best Original Song were Somewhere in My Memory. Boom.
Boom.
Writer and producer John Hughes conceived Home Alone while preparing to go on vacation. He said, "I was going away on vacation and making a list of everything I didn't want to forget. I thought, well, I'd better not forget my kids. Then I thought, what if I left my 10-year-old son at home? What would he do?"
Who's this?
John Hughes.
Oh.
Like, this is him. They're quoting him. Hughes wrote 8 pages of notes that developed into the screenplay, imagining that children are naturally most scared of robbers or burglars. Hughes also worked that aspect into the plot of the film, Harry and Marv. Okay. For director, Hughes looked to Chris Columbus, who had left National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation before shooting started because of a personality clash with starring actor Chevy Chase, who Columbus said treated him like dirt. Hughes suggested to Columbus that they cast Macaulay Culkin as Kevin because of his experience while shooting Uncle Buck. Boom.
Boom.
John Candy was available for only 1 day. 1 day. He was paid $414 since he did the film as a favor to Hughes. Kind of a weird number. Filming took 23 hours to shoot for John Candy. 23. Jesus. He was the only actor Hughes allowed to go off script. According to Columbus, all his dialogue was improvised. Because why wasn't it? Filming took place from February 14th to May 8th. Over a course of, Lola, do the math?
Huh?
Too late, 83 days. The treehouse in the backyard was built specifically for the film and dismantled after filming ended. That sucks. And I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's go with our what if cast. Okay?
Yep.
So, I just searched up, for Kevin, I searched other actors who were born in 1980, and this is like oh, what if this actor played this instead of Macaulay? So I got 3. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
First is Jake Gyllenhaal.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, could you see him doing that? This is like a survey now.
No.
No? Channing Tatum.
Mm-hmm.
Now this one I think you really like, mainly because, not because you're biased, but I think it could work. Ryan Gosling. 10-year-old Ryan Gosling.
I don't know. I don't know
think,
about that
I
one.
think it could work. Maybe.
Maybe? I don't know. That's probably the best one out of the 3? I don't know.
The Santa with the Tic Tacs could have been Chris Farley because he auditioned, but he couldn't really impress Chris Columbus enough. And then here's my most interesting one, in my opinion. John Mulaney was asked to audition
For
Kevin. And honestly, I would have loved to see that. Loved to see that. Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. And then other ones were for Harry and Marv, mainly Harry, was Robert De Niro and John Lovitz. I think that's how you pronounce it. I think what you would recognize him in is, do you remember Grown Ups 2?
Yeah.
Do you remember the janitor guy?
What janitor?
At the gym?
At the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah!
He could have been Harry.
Oh, that would have been funny.
Yeah, it would've. And then, yeah, I think that's it. Uncle Frank was supposed to be played by a guy named Kelsey Grammer. Kelsey Grammer.
I
Yeah.
don't know who that is.
Stinky Pete in Toy Story 2. Mm-hmm.
How do you know that?
I researched it before we did this.
Oh my gosh. Alright.
Yeah, this is fun.
Alright. So now our
Unanswerable questions.
Or WPF questions.
So, what I would like to know after watching this, where did Harry get an authentic police uniform with a Chicago patch on it? You know what I mean? The 4 stars.
Mhm.
Where did he get it? Unless he used to be one. You know what I mean? Huh?
Then don't they give their badge up?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Never mind.
It's a good
Scratch
question.
that
it's
theory.
a good question though. Yeah, where does he get it?
Other question. Why did Aunt Leslie marry Uncle Frank?
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
What did she see in him? He's awful. Terrible person.
Yeah.
But he does play the character really well. Because I hate him. Is Buzz short for something? Like, I'm assuming there's a right answer to this.
Yeah.
I personally do not know, though.
Buzz.
Like, what would his real name be to be why he would rather be called Buzz? Buzz. Huh. Comment below and tell us, please. Oh, are you searching right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Don't comment. Lola's doing it right now. What does it say? Is Buzz short for something?
What is Buzz short for name?
What is it? Is it like
Short form of Buzzby.
Yeah.
Buzzby?
I can see why he wants to be called Buzz now. Okay. With the pizza delivery, do you remember that scene where he
Which
shoots the pizza? The
second one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where he shoots the pizza driver with the movie, and no cops show up to his house. What is that about? Do you know what I mean?
I was gonna ask, how did anybody not hear it, but nobody was home?
Yeah, nobody was home.
Yeah.
But also, like, why didn't he say anything? Do you know what I mean?
Maybe they wouldn't believe him.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
That makes sense. We also never see Kevin's room.
That's what I said. What
So-
does Kevin's room look like?
Yeah, what does it look like? Because he's always in his parents' room.
He went in Buzz's room.
He went in Buzz's room.
He's in the living room, family room, kitchen.
He's in every room except his own.
Makes no sense.
Maybe he doesn't have one. Maybe he sleeps in the attic.
Maybe? I don't know.
And then my last one. Wait, do you have any more?
I do.
Okay, you go. I want to end with this one.
How did any of them not see that Kevin was with them when he literally talks to every single one of them?
Oh, you mean like how chattery he is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe it's because no one likes him, so they try to ignore him.
Jeez.
They're like, oh, it's working. Hey, they're the toxic ones, okay?
That's true. How did he slide across an entire ice rink?
Physics. Hey, you took physics.
Okay. Why did he decide to walk in the middle of the street when they started following him?
Yeah. I was going to put that down. I didn't want to be too
just
picky,
stay on the sidewalk? I don't get it.
I don't know either. Maybe he had to cross the street, but
But then he
Get on the
stayed in the
sidewalk.
middle.
Yeah.
That's what I'm confused. What did Kevin's room look like? Why is he walking home in the dark at night? Like when he passes the church? Where is he walking from?
the church.
No, when he walked past the church. But then he decided to go in. Where was he walking from?
Oh.
Because he was walking to his house. So where was he walking from?
Yeah, he could have gone home and eat his mac and cheese.
True. How, like, this kid is so clever. Like, how did he plan all of these traps so well?
Like knowing exactly where they go.
Yeah.
I don't know, actually.
Oh, and at the very end, you remember when after they come home,
They found the gold tooth.
before that,
Oh.
how did he see outside of that window? Like, how did he know that something was happening
Oh.
with Marley, old man Marley?
I don't know.
Because you clearly could not see anything. It was just
Maybe-
snow.
Yeah. That's, yeah. Now that you bring it up. Yeah.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
So weird.
I don't know. Maybe Kevin's some supernatural being or something that we don't know about.
That's stretching it. But
That's what?
stretching it.
Yeah. That's all.
That's it. That's
All right. Here's what we're gonna end with. Little opinion question for everyone in YouTube.
Okay.
If let's say you're 8 years old, right? Your 8-year-old self, and your parents aren't like disappearing or anything, but they're just like, hey, we're gonna go out and you're gonna be home alone today by yourself. All right. So
Your parents told you?
yes, they tell you this.
Mm.
So you're not like worried about them or anything. What would your 8-year-old self do? You go first.
8 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Around Christmas time?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Just, you're 8. And your parents are like, hey, we're going away for the day. And then you're like, okay, cool.
Probably like watch TV or something.
The Voice.
No. What was I watching when I was 8?
Jesse.
No. Probably like the princess movies.
Doc McStuffins.
Or that, yeah.
What I would do if I was 8 years old. I'd probably eat a bunch of stuff, to be honest. That was when I gained a lot of weight that one year. So I'd probably just be eating more. And then watch TV is another one. Mainly watch, more movies. Probably play video games. Did we have video games?
No.
Actually, I don't think we did.
You'd probably do like a puzzle.
I think it was like a few years later. Yeah, true. I probably would have done the puzzle. I probably would have cracked open a soda because our parents doing like a stringy soda when we were younger. At least without their permission.
Yeah.
One thing I wouldn't do is read. Lola likes to read a lot. We like to pick on her for that.
Yeah.
Nerd.
You're a butt.
What else would I do? I'd probably go outside, actually. When I was 8. We were pretty active when we were younger. Yeah. But actually, no, because I'd be by myself. So, never mind. I wouldn't go outside.
Maybe in the backyard.
Maybe in the backyard, yeah. But also, I was 8, so there was no way I could contact anybody. So I couldn't really hang out with friends. And because I was 8, I had no idea where anyone lived. So I couldn't show up to their houses unexpectedly and be like, hey, want to hang out? And because I was 8, I did not know what the term stalker meant. So, there's that too. That's all you would do if you were 8, though? Just watch TV?
Yeah.
Well, what would you guys do if you were 8 and your parents said, hey, we're going away for the day? What would you do?
Yeah.
And if you're older than us by 10 years? Then you'd be in a different decade. So technology would be different then too.
True.
So then maybe you'd be doing different stuff than what we would do. Or maybe even similar stuff. But please comment. I want to know some answers. For sure. See how we're different and alike. I bet everyone will put TV of some sorts. You know what I mean? Because everyone loves TV. Revolutionary invention of entertainment. But yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, that was Home Alone. Clink. That was a good clink. We hope you enjoyed watching or listening, whichever you prefer. And make sure you subscribe or comment to the question that we asked. 'Cause we still want to know.
Mm-hmm.
Be sure to follow me on Instagram. That'd be much appreciated. And we know we missed Christmas, but we wanted to take Christmas off to, be in the Christmas and just do this after. But have a happy new year, 2024. Let's go.
Yes.
Woo! All right. Bye.
Bye.